Pal, so
Yes.
you do cosplay, and you were recently on MTV.com and kind of on Kotaku and all over the place, and now you're on IGN, and we want you to just
I
tell
know,
us a
I'm
little bit
on
about
one
your
of my
cosplay.
favorite podcasts. This is kind of
thanks.
crazy.
Yeah, we already knew Pao, to be fair.
Yeah, to be
We've
fair.
been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
We have been talking about
We
it.
knew
I
her
mean,
before she was cool.
Well, yeah, I occasionally cosplay, and obviously I'm a big fan of Destiny, and I wanted to do something a little bit more ambitious because the last cosplay I did was the Ultimate Warrior. And even though that was fun to do, I'd never dabbled in armor or anything like that, and I wanted to actually portray my character. And so I got on the drawing board, and I didn't have a lot of time because E3 was like here, and then at the time that was actually when it all started. I was like, I'm going to commit to this. And then I had AX, which was like a few weeks right after. And then, I think I had another thing. But yeah, and then it was San Diego Comic-Con. So I was going to do it at San Diego. But I was running out of time. I literally did not sleep for 48 hours at one point working on this cosplay. That almost killed me.
Yeah, you went to Anime Expo too or something, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, after anime, I was a guest there, so I would, be at my booth and literally not stay for any of the fun stuff after hours. I would literally run home and just work on this cosplay. And then, so in 2 weeks, we were able to do this. My friend Space Invader K, who's, I call her a costume wizard. She's incredible. She did the Hunter, and I did the Warlock. So it was very ambitious, but we did it, and I'm just happy the fans liked it and Bungie liked it. They were all happy.
Definitely.
But it was crazy. I literally don't know how it all came together. There was a lot of things before my photo shoot that happened that I literally thought it wasn't going to happen.
What? Like what?
Well, in cosplay, sometimes things happen and you just kind of either have to roll with it, or sometimes, you have to back out of things. I almost backed out of my MTV shoot because I had done a face paint tutorial. Well, not tutorial, but I did a test, and that morning my makeup would not stick. It was just not, I was not going to become an alien. I was just like, I might have to go as a human. But somehow I just figured, and also my helmet, which is a great helmet made by Huku Props. They did an amazing job. I had the Light of Nemesis helmet, which is one of my favorite helmets. And it just, I don't know, things were just falling apart. The helmet pieces were starting to come off. My makeup wasn't sticking, and I was wearing all white. So two things were going to happen. Either I was going to start crying out of stress and my whole outfit was going to turn blue, which I was in all white. So I sucked it up and got my makeup on as best as possible, made it to the MTV shoot, did a shoot there. People went crazy down at San Diego Comic-Con. There's a huge community of Destiny fans that were just there. And as soon as we got out of the Uber, people were just losing their minds, and we were just trying to get to the one spot with our photographer Colin Gray, who is a brilliant photographer. He's the one who did all the shots for MTV, and we got it. We got there, awesome. And it was fun, and the photos came out amazing. I don't know. It was a labor of love, but I can honestly say it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my whole life.
And that speaks to
in
something
terms of cosplay.
And that speaks to something I actually wanted to bring up, is there is a little bit of a perception that's changing, which is good, that cosplay is just dressing up, when really it's something that takes a huge amount of craft and time. When you're doing research for costumes that you want to design, what kind of details are you looking for? What kind of things make the costume for you as a cosplayer? What is something in a costume that speaks to you as being super polished and really nice?
Well, I mean, yes, you want to, at first when I had told my fans that I was going to do a Destiny cosplay, I got a lot of weird things just put all exotics on and just be this crazy alpha, guardian. And I was just like, no, I'm going to do the authentic, my actual guardian. And it was funny because if you go look at the Bungie posts, someone wrote, "Oh, she's got way too many exotics on," and I just was like, "Are you serious?" And then so I kindly wrote a comment and I said, "No, actually, all my gear is legendary. The only thing that's exotic is my helm." And everyone in there, I could feel like the crickets in that in that post, because some people liked it. And it wasn't just to be, mean. It was just like, I worked really hard. I researched everything. I had pictures of every angle. I mean, I was playing at the same time as designing this, because that was the only way I can capture certain photographs that would be authentic to what I made. The coat that I made was made from scratch. And that was difficult, because after I made the coat, I had to like hack it at the bottom, because
to give us a frayed look.
Because it's the robe of exile, so it has like this very thrash look to it. So that was kind of crazy. And then I had the Watcher boots and the Apex Harmonics gauntlets, and then the lighted Nemesis helmet. So
where can people see all your work?
Well, you can see it on Instagram. I posted some of the kind of beginning stages there, because people are now asking me, well, how did you do this? So I'm also working on a blog post right now with Space Invader K. So you can look her up on Instagram, Space Invader K, and you can look me up at pancake_POW POW, and look at stuff there. Also on Twitter, Pancake POW, and I think I have a Facebook page too. I posted a few photos there. And that's Baby Pancakes.
Did you show the creation of the thorn that you were holding, actually? I was kind of curious.
Oh my God, can we talk about that? Okay, first of all, that wasn't going to be my prop. That was Kristen, Space Invaders prop, and we just used it for the photo shoot. And even in cosplay, people were just talking so much about that, because they couldn't even believe that it was the thorn. Like, it was like, even in cosplay, I can't escape the thorn. Like, I thought it was hilarious. I mean, it was a controversial weapon choice. I actually wanted the icebreaker to be made, but we didn't have
really cool.
Yeah, we didn't have enough time to make it. It was already like on the drawing board, but it consisted over 200 pieces in 3D printing. So we didn't have enough time, but I think we're going to get it done for New York Comic Con.
Oh, cool.
So look out for it there. And so it's just like, it was a huge thing, and people were they're just so hung up on the thorn that no one was like, hey, look at her construction on her amazing chest piece. Like, nobody cared about that, it was all about
really
that thorn.
They have those bad memories from losing in PvP to thorn.
Yes, I think people are like traumatized by it.
Obviously, yeah. And then in cosplay, it became like still such an issue.
Yeah.
I did see a funny comment that someone did write, and someone says someone should just cosplay as the thorn.
Just a big gun.
Yeah. What, do you go around and poison people? That's messed up.
That'd be pretty good.
You needle him, Mark of Devourer.
Yeah.
What did you got?
They slowly die.
You might make it. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of thought involved. I also had made a ghost. I did the Frontier ghost, the one that was like in the collector's edition.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Just because I thought it was cute and I liked the colors. I'd also even made another prop. It was a fireball prop to go with obviously my Warlock. But I just couldn't carry everything. So for the next photo shoot we're going to go all out for that one.
What about some Guardian interns?
There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah. Have somebody else help you out. Then when you need that fireball, right there.
Switch it out.
Switch it out, exactly.
Very cool. Well, I saw your costume and it looks amazing. So if you're watching the show, definitely give it a look, because the amount of detail and effort is obviously like just superior to other cosplays that I've seen, specifically for Destiny. So definitely check it out. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. I feel for the most part the community really liked it, and I hope it just encourages people to do some more Destiny cosplay. I mean, it is difficult, but it's doable. Warbler is a great thing. Foam is an amazing thing. I learned how to do all of this in 2 weeks, so if I can do it, you can.
That's awesome.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to make a costume for New York Comic Con. I'm getting
You guys should
I
all
tried my
make
hand at it, but it didn't go so well.
costumes.
Some of my costumes didn't work out.
I've seen Destin's costumes.
Look up the worst cosplay of all time. You might recognize somebody.
He actually, he's in a list somewhere. From how long ago was that?
2007.
Oh, it's so good.
Is that the one where you're
the Dead Space?
Let's post that in the Fireteam Chat podcast
we'll
group
that.
on Facebook.
that's actually all that we have time for right now. Thank you so much, Pal, for joining us today.
Yay, thanks for inviting me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, is there anything you want to plug before we head out?
Well, I mean, you can we just did a recap of our San Diego Comic-Con experience. You can go to pancakepow.com and find the episode there. And hopefully I definitely will be doing a post about this whole Destiny cosplay, because I've been getting a lot of questions about what I used and how I did things. And we'll have like a little tutorial, also some tutorial videos of some prop making stuff. Because I'll be working with a gentleman called Bear Birch, who's like a legend in the prop industry, and we're gonna do some videos together and show people how to make some stuff, Destiny related, obviously.
Cool, Fran.
Just the usual. Are we going to go into the outro
Yep.
here? Okay, yeah. Well, as always, if you are listening to us on the podcast, be sure to jump into iTunes or the Android store and give us a review. That is always appreciated. And, of course, you can catch us on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, on the IGN apps, on our YouTube channel.
Buy our shirt, go to ign.com/store.
And I was just getting that. So, yeah, we've got the Fireteam Chat T-shirts if you want them. People seem to like them.
I need one of those.
Yeah,
too.
we
Yeah,
should
you
get you one.
gotta get one.
I need one too, actually. We've been so busy with events, I admit I don't have one yet. So you guys have them before I do. So there you go.
Sean, anything?
Follow me on Twitter at I'm Finnegan. Play a lot of Destiny, play a lot of Counter-Strike, so come talk to me about those games or talk to me about movies, because that's the other thing I'm deeply in love with.
Cool. And until next time, everybody, Guardians out. Sean, you gotta start doing it. No,
That's all right.
you're not gonna be the next host.